cover is there's no vent in it anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no vent in that.
But now you don't care if the vent's up or down.
No.
It doesn't make a
No,
difference.
it doesn't make a difference.
Just as long as it's the same.
Yes.
Looks like there's an extra treatment on there too, like a coating of something.
Now, here's another thing. The beekeeper did not wax this foundation, and that's the reason this was not drawn out like this. We're going to see another one in here that was drawn, but it was drawn improperly. Whenever you're buying right cell foundation, it comes pre-waxed, but it's never waxed. They do such a cheap job on it. It's a great foundation, but they don't do a proper enough job. They've started selling a new double wax? Max wax foundation. That stuff is good, but it's terribly expensive.
So this gal dumped these in the spring.
Yeah.
You're saying this is okay because this looks like new. Yeah.
I cut the corners on mine too. To let a little bit of. Whoa.
See, they did the same thing here. They didn't draw it out properly. That side is beautiful. That's excellent.
Why'd they do there? Why'd they do it so thick?
Okay, well let's examine. Good question. Bee space.
Yeah.
Okay, they never drew this out,
Yes.
so they just kept going.
Yes, bee space.
Got it.
This one here too has not been drawn out on one side. So in order to get bees to draw this out properly, the best way the only way you're going to be able to do this and do it to where it's done right is to take these two frames, take a good frame and a bad frame and put them together.
Okay.
And then ideally what you would have to do is cut this off. Because if you don't cut it off, they're not going to draw out the other side properly.
Okay.
Put them together. I mean side by side.
Yes, good
No.
side versus bad side.
Okay.
Is it possible to try to get wax on those now, or is it too late?
No, you could still do it.
Okay.
See, that's good.
They're
That's
getting
excellent. Yeah, that's good.
They would have done that a lot faster had it been waxed
Yes.
properly. Okay.
This is a good one. Feels good.
Oh wow.
Oh, but here's
Look at what happened
See,
there.
because it wasn't waxed, they built onto the foundation
Yeah.
as opposed to pulling out the foundation. So this will all have to be scraped off.
Wow.
And this, in its present condition, should be put up against the outside wall because they're going to mess up the adjoining frame as well because this is off. So we're going to do that now.
That's full of honey in there, isn't it?
Yes, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I bet.
So in order to keep that from causing problems, we're going to put that on the outside. We're going to put the bad side facing the outside. You see, that's going to bow, that's going to cause problems, but we got to work with it.
So you wouldn't just scrape it flat and then put it
Not
in?
this time, next year.
Next year.
Yeah, it's too late in the season to do that now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're not seeing anything here. These bees are aggressive.
What kind of bees are they?
This is a three-banded Italian.
They're aggressive because the queen was aggressive?
No, because there is no queen.
Because there is no queen.
There's no queen in this hive?
Yes, I want you to see this. I went through this a couple of days ago, briefly. I didn't go through the whole colony.
They haven't tried to supersede or anything like that?
Yes, they have.
Oh,
But why won't that work?
no drones?
No, we've seen drones today. Why won't a supersedure work?
Because they don't have the larvae at the right stage. It's too late for that. If you caught it right away when
No.
it was fresh larvae, they could make the queen.
No. This colony is doomed to fail. This colony will die. Unless the beekeeper intervenes.
And buys a queen.
No. Well, yeah, you could buy a queen. But we're going to fix this. We have a queen. After this, showing you what the problem is, then we're going to go find a queen. And then we're going to insert a queen into this. But I want you to see the problem first. I want you to see the steps and the procedures. You see, I got this bee flying in my face. This colony is aggressive because it doesn't have a queen. And it's hopeless. They know that. There's no brood being produced whatsoever. This is a drone.
Well, where'd that come from?
They can make their own, right?
One of those girls.
Somebody answer the question.
Egg-laying worker.
Egg-laying.
Drone laying worker. Drone workers can turn into layers.
And they'll do that if they don't have a queen?
Yes.
But they only lay
queen-
drones.
The queen pheromone inhibits ovary development in the worker. If there is no queen, ovaries start developing in the workers. Now, if you will look, that's the first time I've been stung right there. But I squashed that bee. That's why I was stung. Let me come out here in the sun so everybody can see. There is these are drones, and there's a larvae right here. And get the sun right. If you'll look at that, I want you to pass that around. There's a larvae, there's some brood in there, there's some larvae in there. There's no eggs yet, but there's some eggs in this colony. I want you to pass that. Well, let me get another one, because there's another one. There should be another one that's better than this.
How do you get the worker to stop laying if once they start, how do you get them to stop?
Well, we're going to fix that. I'm going to show you how that's fixed. Because this colony has to be repaired or fixed, or it's doomed, it's going to die. So I'm going to show you rather than to tell you.
It's doomed to die. They look like they're producing honey. They got what they want.
How can they survive without a
No
queen?
baby.
They can only produce male unless they're fertilized.
But how come the bees haven't died off if it's been here for weeks?
Oh, they've been.
This has been here. How do we know how long this has been here? Because we have drone brood. Drone brood from egg to hatch is 24 days.
Okay.
We know this colony has been in this condition for a minimum of 24 days.
Okay.
More likely it's been in this condition for 30, 35 days in order for a drone laying worker scenario to start. What you have here is what?
Supersede.
Supersedure cells. But it's a cell, it's a cup. There's nothing in it.
There's nothing in it. Got it. So it's not too late to requeen or to.
No, but you just can't plop a queen in here because from the bee's perspective, there is a queen here. She is laying, right? You have a queen here. You have brood being produced, but it's drone brood. See the dome shape on this? It's drone brood. You have a larvae there. You have a larvae here. Larvae here. Should be some eggs in there somewhere. Can't see that cell just right. There's about a day-old larva in this one right here. You can see the milk down there. See all the pollen. Drone brood. Here's the dead giveaway. Okay, the dead giveaway. This is drone brood being produced in a worker-sized cell. If you had drone brood being produced in a drone-sized cell, we wouldn't be at all concerned. But because we have drone brood, dome shape, I can't see, it's not the right stage to where you can see the eyes. But if you had drone brood being produced in a drone-sized cell, we wouldn't be at all concerned. But we have drone brood, dome-shaped, see the dome shape? In a worker-sized cell. That means one of two things. You either have an infertile queen, or you have a drone-laying worker that is putting a sterile egg, an unfertilized egg, in what the bee perceives to be a fertilized egg in a worker-sized cell. So this bee that's doing the laying doesn't realize that it's an infertile egg. It's just the only egg she has. She's depositing it.
How long can they go in this condition?
Well, they will go until probably 2 to 3 months, and they'll be completely dead. What you're not seeing at this point, this is a recent. That's why I say 30, 35 days.
There's a queen right there.
You're not seeing.
There she goes. She just flew. There she is, right there. Under your
Don't
building.
move.
Careful. Careful.
Yeah.
Oh
Right
yeah,
there.
that is her.
Then that's a sterile queen. So what I told you, you either have a sterile queen,
Can't find your own, but you can find someone.
you have a sterile queen, or a drone laying worker. So this is a sterile queen.
So what are you going to do with her?
We're going to pinch her.
Bye-bye.
You told me not to step on it.
Well, Denzel wanted the honor.
It's more fun to
So
squish
bad
them.
if you stepped
So
on it
now-
anyway, you know?
That part is good. So now that eliminates the whole process. What we're going to do then, I'm glad it turned out that way. What we're going to do,
So they thought they had a queen. So
well, they
He
did have a queen.
Okay.
But she wasn't doing anything.
She wasn't doing her job.
Okay.
So now what I'm going to do, I had a whole new system set up. We was going to put on a double screen, a box on top with brood in it, and gradually introduce the queen into a drone laying colony. We was going to shake all of these bees out into the field, and now all of that's not necessary. What we're going to do now is just install a queen into this colony, and she should take, because we've eliminated the potential queen. So now with that in mind, let's go find us a queen.